Share that beat of love. I wanna rock all night. Working in the middle.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is the Abisola Blessing, and today I'm going to be giving middle school advice to the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So I'm going to be a sophomore this school year, so I think I'm still able to give some advice because I didn't leave middle school that too long ago. So my first tip is to choose your friends carefully. It's a new school, so it's really easy for you to get caught into the wrong crowd. So just be careful about who you hang around with because they can influence you and you don't want that. The next tip is to sleep very well because this isn't kindergarten where you get to take naps and all that.
Oh my god! Wow!
I wish we could take naps, but no, we can't take naps anymore. So make sure that you get enough sleep so that you can get prepared for the next day and so that you won't be sleeping in class. Don't wait until the last minute for you to start doing your homework, because if you start doing your homework at 12, you're not gonna finish until 1 or 2, and that's not enough sleep. Make sure that you start your homework on time. I know it can be really hard. I procrastinate too, so I'm not perfect. Just try to do your homework on time. Turn in your assignments on time. Don't wait until the last minute, because especially in middle school, the longer it takes for you to turn it in, there might be late credit or no credit at all, and then they take points off. You don't need that because you deserve a good grade, and then they'll be taking points off just because you're a day late. Extra credit is very, very important, so make sure that you do extra credit because you never know when that's gonna come in handy. So for example, you may have done really, really bad on the history test, but since you did that extra credit, it won't hurt your grade too much. Or you can do it after. Let's say the test came before the extra credit, and then the extra credit can help boost your grade. Either way, so take the test really, really seriously. Okay, so make sure that you study 2 days before the test, not only the night before, because then not all the information is gonna go into your brain if you just start studying at 2 a.m. when the test is at 8 a.m. Make sure that you study at least 2 to 3 days before. Yeah, don't be waiting until the last minute to study and then get mad when you don't get a good grade on your test. Make it make sense. Get involved with extracurricular activities, especially in your 6th grade. You'll be able to make new friends and all that, and also you'll be able to enjoy things that you love at the same time while you're trying to make new friends and while you're trying to get to know the school. Communicate with your teachers, okay? Because you may think that, oh, this teacher is so mean for what? If you really get to know your teacher, you talk to them, then you'll realize that they're not that bad. Or for example, if you know that you're gonna be absent, make sure that you check in with your teacher 2 days before so that they can give you the classwork and the homework, and so that you'll be caught up by the time that you get back. Teachers, they like students that take initiative, they're already ready, that if they know that they're not gonna be there, that take responsibility, use your resources. So Google, there's a lot of apps on the App Store for homework and stuff like that. I'm not saying that you should copy and all that, because plagiarism, you can get in big trouble with your school. There's different rules depending on which school you go to if you plagiarize. But if you see a source that you really like, just make sure to paraphrase it or just put it into your own words so that you won't get in trouble. Use folders to organize your work.
When I tell you that I've seen some backpacks,
I've seen some backpacks that are that are full with hundreds and hundreds of papers, and I'm just do you not know what a folder is? I'm not trying to be judgmental, but at the same time I am, because it's they sell folders at the dollar store. And also, you might not be able to find your homework on time because it's just lost into that black hole. Get good grades. Make sure that you aim for an A or at least a B, because if you get a B, that's not bad. If you aim for a B and you get a C, that's okay. But if you aim for a C and then you get a D, you know what I'm saying? Then it's just oh. For 8th graders, try to aim for A's and B's as much as possible so that you set the way for 9th grade, because 9th grade, a C on your report card can drop your GPA. With relationships, it's okay for you to have a boyfriend or girlfriend in middle school. Y'all don't like to hear this, but middle school relationships do not last, okay? I've seen some people, they were dating a week ago and then the next week they break up. I'm just weren't y'all together a week ago and heartbroken and all that? You don't need that necessary heartbreak. And for example, if your boyfriend or girlfriend is being a distraction to you and you're supposed to be doing your homework, but you're hanging out with your man at the mall, or you're hanging out with your girl instead of you doing your homework, is it really worth it for you to be with someone than for you to be single and for you to finish your work, get all A's, honor roll, all that.
Like, pick and choose at this point.
Don't try to be cool because no one really cares. For example, like, I remember back in my middle school, this girl, she was trying to be cool, so like she was smoking in the bathroom. And she ended up catching the trash can on fire. Like there was firemen and everything, firefighters, and they had to do a whole fire drill just because she's trying to be cool smoking in the bathroom when that's not necessary. Why are you smoking in the bathroom? Smoke in your house. Why are you smoking and setting the trash can on fire? Popularity isn't important because once you get to high school, how popular you were in middle school won't even matter. Like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, she was so popular in middle school. Like, no one's gonna be like that because no one cares. No, like, nobody really cares. Be yourself. Don't try to, like, pretend to be someone else just so that people can like you, because that will only last for so long. Just be yourself. Like, if you're weird, be weird. If you're quiet and introverted, be quiet and introverted. If you're loud, like me, like, be loud, you know. If you're an ambivert, be an ambivert. Be you. Like, you don't have to change just to, like, impress somebody, impress a certain guy you like, or, like, something like that. Like, you don't need that. To stay out of drama, there's gonna be a lot of drama in middle school. So just try to stay out of it. If they didn't call you, don't come. And even if they call you, still don't come.
Okay.
Drama is just a distraction and it's not really needed. It's not really needed. Like, I just look back at middle school and all the drama that happened is because people were being so immature and people weren't minding their own business. Like, mind your business. Don't be mean to other people. Like, all that energy that you're using to be mean to other people, to be disrespectful to other people, you can use that energy to do your homework. That's why a lot of these bullies out here in middle school, y'all are bullying people, and that's why y'all are not really getting good grades, because y'all are really using your energy to bully people. Don't be an instigator, because nobody likes an instigator. Like, don't be fighting too much, because a lot of that stuff goes on your record. You don't want to have a bad reputation. Or like when you try to get a job and that you've been like 10 school fights, they're gonna think that you're a problematic person and they don't want people fighting in their workplace. They don't want that. So you're just setting yourself up if you just fight too much for no absolute reason. Like, don't make stuff out of nothing. Be mature, because the staff at your middle school are gonna set higher standards than what the staff at your elementary school set. For example, don't be making farting classes in the middle of, don't make fart noises or any like weird noises in class. Like, that's not needed. Can you focus on the board? If the teacher asks you a single word in Spanish, you wouldn't be able to say anything because here you are trying to act all cool. Start practicing locks and opening them so that you'll be able to open your lock later. Your gym locker, your regular locker, you'll just know how to open it, and that you won't be asking other people to open your stuff. Don't share your combination with anybody, because especially like with your friends, because your friends can be your enemies tomorrow. They can always like take your stuff too without your permission, because you're giving your combo to 5 different people, and then once you notice that something's missing from your locker,
oh, who took my stuff?
Of course you wouldn't know. You gave your combination to like 20 people. Your sibling, okay. Otherwise, you don't really need to be giving your combination to the whole world or to the whole school. Don't rather stress about the little things. Middle school is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning, okay?
You have high school. If you plan on going to college, you have college too. So middle school is not really that deep. Like, before in middle school, I was really stressing and all that. But like, now that I'm in high school, I'm just like, what was I stressing for? Like, just do the homework, just study, just do what you need to do.
You don't need to be like, oh my gosh, what if I get this on the test? Or what if I get that?
If you're prepared, you don't need to stress too much, okay? If somebody makes a rumor about you, just let it be. Like, try to explain yourself that, oh, that isn't true, that isn't true. Are you really gonna go to everybody in your school and be like,
oh, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true?
No, nobody, who has the time for that? Like, no. Balance your social life from your school life. That's really important, because I know that there's like a lot of people who like focus on school, and that's a really good thing. Like, if you're always like focusing on school and stuff, like, that's good. But try to balance it out. Let's say you're doing your homework for like 2 hours. Take a break for like 30 minutes in between, or like 15-minute breaks. Don't burn yourself out, because people like that like to study, it's a good thing, but it's really easy for you to burn yourself out. And you don't need that. And then for the people that like to play too much and that don't do their homework, Just think about it. When you finish your homework, you have all the time to watch Netflix. You have all the time to watch YouTube, do your hair, talk to your boyfriend, whatever you want to do. Like, you have time after. Don't do too much of either. Like, try to balance it. Okay? Try to balance it. Get to know your teachers, because some teachers, I thought that they were really mean. But in reality, they weren't even that mean. I just had to get to know them, because getting to know your teachers will really work out in your favor if you make a mistake on the test. I'd be like, oh, okay, like, I'm not saying that you're gonna get a free pass when you make a mistake, but I'm just saying that they're probably gonna take it a little bit easier on you because they know you know them, you talk to them, you talk about the homework with Miss Johnson or Miss Thomas or like whoever your teacher is, and you get to know them and you talk to them. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, like, I know her. Don't be one of those students that your teacher doesn't even know. You're just in the back. It's okay for you to be quiet, but you're just in the back of the class and you don't like talk to your teacher. So that is it for my middle school advice. Please take what I said into practice, and yeah, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.